Hello. Hey, friends. So actually, you can donate any amount. And the more that you donate, the more in depth that I go. So it's totally up to you, however much you want to donate. Hey, welcome back. It is first come, first serve. I will have to leave in about an hour. So I will get to as many people as I can. Okay, great. Hello, Luna Moon. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you. Are you doing okay? Great. What's your question? Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. I've been there many, many times. I find that as I change and evolve and go through, it's like when your frequency changes, sometimes you just kind of fall off with people. Spirit, can we get some guidance, please, in regards to this? I see that you can't trust here. So what's happening is you're somebody of a different maturity level, and that's what it is. You guys are very similar in a lot of ways. You have of the mind, I think. And the issue is that you're further along, I think. Whether this person is just younger than you or they just have a mental capacity that is on a more immature wavelength. I think that it is that you're looking for something more substantial. and you're getting to the point where you're just going to cut this person off and cut this person out of your life. You're bored of this, right? And we do have the Seven of Swords, which is about deceit. So I am seeing that here, feeling like you can't trust this person, feeling like they're being sneaky or betraying you in some way, or just not being completely honest with you. But I do see the Ten of Pentacles, which means you being happy and fulfilled in the long run when it comes to friendship. So let's see if there's anything else here that I can tell you. All right, so I asked if you ever find a friend that you can trust, and we have the Lovers, okay? So this is like going to be someone who's like your perfect match, someone who is a true friend to you, someone who is honest with you, someone who aligns with you 100%. Really, you couldn't have had a better card come out for a true friend. So there is someone that is going to come into your life who is going to fulfill this hole that you feel like you're putting a lot more effort into relationships and investing a lot more into things. Spirit is saying that there is someone that's going to come along that is going to match your same energy. We also have the Star, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So the Star is about renewal and having faith for the future, having faith that things are going to get better. The Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and friendship, collaboration. So that's great for this type of reading. And the Seven of Cups means that you're going to have options as well. There's something here about like not putting all your hopes into one person, I guess. Maybe like all your eggs in one basket, if that makes sense. For some reason that message is coming through with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups typically means that you have options, or you're daydreaming, or you're thinking about all the ways things can be. But what Spirit is saying is that you probably have tried to build a lot of different relationships with people to try to find this type of connection, and it seems like somehow they all fall short. But Spirit is saying just have a little bit of faith, because you are going to find this, that you're what it is that you're looking for. I don't think that it's going to be with this person, this Pisces that you're referencing. I feel like you are correct with the sneaky behavior. I think that the trust there is broken, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's see. What advice, Spirit, do you have? What advice do you have here? What advice do you have? Okay. A lot of cards trying to flip over here. Okay. So there's a lot of cards that have come out. I have some multiple advice cards here. We have victim consciousness and self-sabotage. So Along with that, we also have cycles and letting go of those cycles. These two came out. So pay attention to it's almost like relationships. We kind of are drawn to and cling to the same types of people when it comes to friendships. So maybe broaden the type, maybe go for someone who isn't like your type of friend, if that makes sense. Kind of try to break that pattern or break that type of cycle, the typical person that you go for. You could be a giver. You could be someone who's very generous and wants to give a lot of your energy. And, it's very possible that maybe you're trying to develop friendships with people who are like energy vampires or narcissists or something along those lines. But at the same time, Spirit is saying there's some type of victim consciousness here as well. So I'm not sure if that's on your part. That's something that you would have to self-analyze and do some inventory and see, is that something that you're doing? Or are you going after people who self-sabotage? Are you going after people and trying to build friendships who are saying, woe is me, and playing the victim constantly and that kind of thing? And maybe you need to stop building friendships with these type of people. Notice the red flags. There's something here about rejection. And I think that every single time you build this kind of connection with someone, you start to feel like, what's going on with me? You know what I mean? And Spirit is saying, don't do that. Don't feel like this has anything to do with you. The only way that this has something to do with you is that you're just trying to have a heart and put yourself out there. So just let go of these cycles, let go of these patterns. Just pay attention, just like you would in relationship with red flags. Pay attention to the types of people that you're wanting to build these bonds with. I think that you are going to find this friendship that you're looking for, this long-lasting friendship when it comes to your creative side. So what makes you happy, whatever it is your passion, you're probably going to find that friendship that you're looking for here in that area of your life. So that is what I have for you. I hope that helps and benefits you in some way. Thank you so much for donating. I hope that you come back. Shantae Vinay, thank you so much for donating. I just saw the part where you said you don't want to be like, woe is me, which is funny because that's what I was talking about here. The victim consciousness, right? But I'm not sure if that was after I said what I said or before, but that aligns very well. You have some perspective. I think a lot of times you just might go after some people who have that victim mentality as well. It's hard because, I mean, I understand. I've been there as well. You're so welcome. Hi, beautiful love. Hey guys, if you are just joining us, it's donations only tonight. I'm only going to be here for a short time, so I just wanted to let y'all know that it is first come, first serve, and I'll try to get to everyone that donates. If for whatever reason I have to go before I can get to all your questions, I will refund you, but I'm going to try to get to everybody that I can. All right, awesome. So, all right. Wanted to know about career and if Jordan and I will become great friends. Okay. Spirit, can you tell me about Shantae's career? Shantae's career. Anything specific about career that you want to know or just general? Shantae's career, please. Shantae's career. Okay. You have 2 paths in front of you, but you're not sure which way to go. Maybe it's something that you don't even know about. Maybe you have 2 options that are set forth in front of you that you aren't even aware of. But I do see 2 paths for you here. On one side, we have something that you don't really have much experience in, but will be really beneficial for your passion, something that will make you really excited and happy. Something on the other side that will, sorry, I got sidetracked by my phone. 10 of Cups, something that will make you feel very aligned. This is something that will be long-term. So I'm kind of getting the sense that maybe you'll be able to combine this into one career, or maybe one's a career and then one's a life purpose. I'm not quite sure. Let me keep going. But we have the 10 of Cups on the other side, and this is making me feel like this is something that you're going to feel really aligned with, something you're going to love, something that's going to last a very long time. Spirit, what is the Page of Wands here? Okay, so I see you dealing with children, maybe teaching. So this could be just having kids, maybe one path for you. Maybe this isn't career. Maybe this is just a life purpose of yours is to be a parent, and or this is teaching knowledge, spreading knowledge, being a teacher of some sort, or some type of spreader of knowledge. I just see here that there's just this figure that's standing before one or more people here, giving advice, spreading truth. What's the 10 of Cups doing here? Even in the 10 of Cups, there is family depicted here as well. 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Why is the 10 of Cups here, Spirit? Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups and we have the 10 of Pentacles. We also have the 6 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. I think you're meant to delve into your spiritual side as well. So I do feel, okay, so I was on the right track. There is something that is more a life purpose and then more career here for you. Something more 3D practical, but then also something more spiritual that's going to bring you fulfillment as well. I feel like Spirit is wanting to say that if you have had any desire to delve into Reiki or reading, channeling, tarot, like things like that, that it would be good for you to do that. But I'm going to go into my life purpose deck here and see if I can get some more information. I do see children. I don't know if you have kids or not, but I see being someone of guidance towards a younger generation. Career or life purpose, please, for Shantae. Career or life purpose for Shantae. All right, so we have environmentalist. You are an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. Working outside. Maybe like botany or dealing with like herbs and things. That's also a side of spirituality over here, like what I was talking about, crystals, Reiki, channeling, green witch. We also have music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Interesting. I'm not sure if you have a connection to music or not. It kind of looks like this is a conductor as well. Maybe just connections to music, or if you are like a singer or some type of musician, maybe being a teacher of that, or just a musician in general. Shantae, life purpose and career, please. We have that you're fully supported in this. Okay, there is a role here saying you have options, and I do feel that here with the Two of Swords. Oh, sorry, camera's over here. I said you're on a path here with two different paths. Earlier I was saying that I feel like you have more than one way that you can do this. And the card options came out. Consider career possibilities that are open to you. There's multiple ways that you can go with this. They're wanting you to take charge of the situation with the leadership card. But I do feel like there's something here that pulls to your passion that you're not very seasoned in, but you really want to look further into, but you're just not quite sure about it. Anything else for Shantae, please? Anything else for Shantae? Okay, so there's something about creating here as well. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So I'm not sure if you're crafty, if you have hobbies, something along those lines that it's something to do with being creative, being passionate, whether that's to do with music. It's doing something with your hands. That's what I'm getting from this. Because here I'm noticing the hands in this picture. I'm noticing the hands in this picture. I'm noticing that every single picture here, they're doing something with their hands as well. I just feel as though you have multiple options, but I feel like the overarching advice here from Spirit, aside from the fact that you have options, is that there's two purposes for you here on Earth, and one is that you're going to have your 3D purpose, right? You're going to have your calling that's here and why you're here on this earth in your human body, but then also your purpose as to why you're here in spirit. And so I think okay. Wow, that was an interesting message. So through doing your 3D purpose, you are going to grow spiritually. So they are interconnected. if that makes sense. And I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. If you become a mother and you are growing and nurturing and caring for your child, that changes you, and that elevates you and changes you in your spirit, and your whole purpose is to work towards your higher self. So what Spirit is saying is that is your 3D purpose, but that's actually elevating you spiritually as well. So whatever it is that you do here on earth, even if it's just supposed to be a career, quote unquote, it's actually going to propel you further into the spiritual side of things. So that was an interesting message. That is what I have for you there. And then in regards to your question about you and Jordan, let's get my angel answers deck real quick. Spirit will Jordan and Shantae become great friends. Will Shantae and Jordan become great friends? Hi, Queen. Oh, we have no need to worry. So that is a yes for me. That is Spirit saying that this is guided. This is divinely guided. This connection between the two of you is going as planned. So it's all in their hands. No need to worry. And that's a yes for me. Okay, Queen, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you later. We'll talk soon. You're welcome. I hope that helped you. Queen, if you're still here, I just saw your first message that I didn't text you. I'll text you and I'll explain. You guys are funny. All right, so Beautiful Love is next. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell, Shantae, you're an advice giver. That is for sure. It's like you're very wise, and I can tell that when people need guidance of some sort, somehow it's like they think that you know the answer, and even if you feel like you don't know the answer, somehow you get spoken through, and like that's your spirit guides. So somehow, some way, you find the right answer deep within you. You follow your intuition with that, and you've definitely, I feel like, been here many times before. If you believe in multiple lives, if you believe in reincarnation, this is not your first go around. Really been wanting to move out. I'm thinking about moving closer to work with like a general reading about moving to live on my own. You're welcome, Shantae. Thanks for subscribing. All right. Spirit, should beautiful love move closer to work? Should beautiful love move out? General reading about living on her own. Oh, that's so sweet. You're welcome. General reading for beautiful love about moving to live on her own, please. Oh no. Okay. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. At first I was a little bit worried with that first card that came out. Oh. Okay, so you're worried because, well, you have multiple concerns, but there is like a major concern of like being lonely, maybe, because we do have the Five of Pentacles, and this is about feeling like kind of left out or away from everyone or being alone. And so you're trying to decide, you know, do I go this way? Do I go that way? What do I do? Overall, you have the determination to move forward. And I think in general, it is something that you want to do, but you're kind of like dipping your toe in, so to speak, not quite ready to fully take the plunge. I think that you're weighing your options here with the Seven of Cups, but you're not fully content where you are. That's the issue. I think even maybe where you are could possibly be making you feel isolated as it is. So do you feel isolated and alone right now? Do you feel like, or do you feel like you might lose a lot of money, possibly? Because this card could also signify being in poverty. I'm not saying that you're going to like lose a lot of money, but this card could mean that you're worried financially about being on your own as well. This essentially just signifies being left out, being alone, being isolated, or having a lack of something, like a lack of money. So that could be a concern of yours, maybe. Okay. So that could be the energies that I'm picking up there. Should she move, Spirit? Should she move? Should she move? There's this energy of like, I will say Spirit's really pushing through a lot of cards that are coming through strongly stating she hasn't decided and I want this to be her choice is kind of like what Spirit is saying. So I'm thinking I need to rephrase my question. Like, if you were to move, how would it go versus should you move? Because intention behind the question is always really key. Because what I'm seeing here is like feeling a lack of something or separation in some way here and not knowing if you should do this or not and going through your options. We also have like wanting to maybe possibly avoid the decision at the moment and kind of like put a pin in it, so to speak, and kind of just try to think on that for a little bit. The Two of Wands is planning between two things, deciding, not quite stepping out. Like I said, putting your toe in the water is like literally what the Two of Wands is. And the Two of Pentacles is balancing between two ideas. So I feel as though I'm getting a lot of energies of like, she hasn't decided and I want this to be her choice. I mean, even Four of Pentacles is that kind of energy where there are ideas being offered, but you're not quite jumping at any of them. There is here the Six of Pentacles, which is about give and take. So again, this kind of represents a balance of going back and forth and weighing your options. I do feel like with these three cards here, I'm getting that you'll receive a sense of peace if you move, that there's going to be a sense of fulfillment for yourself, that you are going to feel good about it, but it is going to come at a cost. There is going to be a lot more responsibility and burden, so to speak. I'm not sure if that means financially or what exactly that means, but we do have the Ten of Wands, which means like you feel like where there's these pluses, right? You know, you have your pros, you have your cons as well. So you could be closer to work, you could be on your own and, you know, closer to your friend. And there's like a lot of good things going for you. It could be a little bit of a struggle in other ways. And the Six of Cups is like reconnecting with something from your past, possibly. So I don't know if that's talking about your friend, but what I want to do is I want to restructure my question and ask like if you were to move, how would this go? See if maybe I can get a little bit deeper insight into that, because I feel like Spirit wants to leave it up to you. Spirit, if beautiful love were to move, how would this go? If beautiful love were to move, how would this go? Beautiful. Okay, so we have the heavy burden and responsibility card again. If beautiful love were to move, how would this go? Okay, so this is looking good. There is going to be a little bit of a struggle somewhere. I don't know exactly what they're talking about by this, but as you know, the Ten of Wands it means that there could be a responsibility here. You know, some kind of hard work or something that feels kind of like heavy for you to carry on your own because you are by yourself. But with that comes a sense of accomplishment or a sense of achievement, a sense of independence. Okay. You're the queen and the king. Okay. You're the queen and the king of swords. If you were to move, I'm getting that you are actually going to, in the heart of this, really love this. We have the Four of Wands. And as you know, the Four of Wands is great in a love relationship reading. This is about being happy and celebrating and, in a way, being in alignment and feeling love and feeling, like I said earlier, fulfilled. So I generally feel like Spirit is just saying, go with your intuition. If you're leaning more towards this, if you feel like this is what's going to bring you a sense of serenity, then this is what you need to do, because once you make the decision, it's going to go fast. Like, things are going to start happening very quickly for you. I think that right now you're just feeling like your hands are a bit tied. It could be maybe making you feel a little bit restless, but Spirit is just saying this is all in your mind. This is all a reality that you've created. If you want this, it can happen for you. So move through this transition. Even under this, we have the Death card, which is moving on into the next chapter. So honestly, I feel like if you do this, you are ultimately going to be happy. Yeah, absolutely. There's some kind of struggle there that I saw with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Seems like you know what it is. All right, so your next question. General love with husband and channeled messages. General love, please, for husband and beautiful love. Beautiful love and her husband, general reading, please. Anything new? Anything she should know about? General reading, please. General reading, please. Oh, I think a card. Oh, I thought a card already flipped over, but I guess not. I knew this card was going to come out. Oh my gosh, I saw this in my mind. I should have called it. This is the card that we were just talking about with taking the next step. This is the Death card, but it's funny because as I was putting this back in the deck and I was thinking about what deck to use for your reading, I was like, you know what? I want to use this deck because I have a feeling that this card is going to come out. And of course, sometimes when that happens, if I see the card in my mind's eye, I just need to call it. I just need to say it. So that way you guys don't think I'm crazy. General. Beautiful love. And husband, please. General. Ooh. All right, so be prepared for some shakeup, some changes. All right, so we do have the Five of Pentacles here. I'm going to figure out why. Because it seems like there's breakthroughs in communication, victory surrounding this connection, and a lot of open communication. Things are flowing. A lot of good energy and romance. But then we have some kind of shakeup here. And there's some kind of challenge. So I'm trying to figure out what this is all about. You know, at the bottom of the deck, we have that struggle, that burden. Are you moving farther away from him? If you move closer, something happened. I'm going to get some more information here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, which means, you know, good luck is on your side. This is something that needs to happen, something that you guys need to go through. Typically speaking, the Tower doesn't necessarily mean bad change or chaos. It can mean something that's necessary for the connection. But we do have the Five of Pentacles, which is feeling like something is lacking. So let's take a look here. Why is the Tower here? Wow. Okay, so for whatever reason, you have the Ten of Wands again here and the Ten of Wands again here. And then you had it in your reading twice, the last reading twice, that had nothing to do with this. So, you said we are going to come together very soon, like maybe live together. We never lived together before. We're still in twin flame separate. Okay, so it could be an adjustment. I'm just going to throw that out there. Why is the Five of Pentacles here, Spirit? Can you please tell me why is the Five of Pentacles here? All right, why is the Seven of Wands here? Why is the Seven of Wands here? You got the Wheel of Fortune twice. So this is great. Okay, so it's almost like before coming together and like moving in, you guys have a great ebb and flow. It's like things are going very well for you guys. You guys are connecting. But this change of moving in together could cause some kind of adjustment for you all. I really don't have another word for it. It could stifle the open flow of communication a little bit, make things a little bit restless. We do have a bit of a struggle. Make sure that you guys are keeping the lines of communication open with each other. You know, I say this, I think I've said this to you before, but doing the check-ins, because I am seeing, feeling as though there's some kind of lack here or some kind of imbalance. And the Four of Cups is there's someone in this connection that could possibly be making the other person feel, what is the word? Like they're not being reciprocated emotionally. They're not being fulfilled emotionally. And what it is it's a disconnect. It's a miscommunication. You guys really do love and care about each other a lot. And it really has nothing to do about the other. This person could be stressing about work, but this person is like, why are you upset with me? And this person's just like, has no idea. This person thinks that this person's, upset, and thinks that it's, because this person's upset with them, and it really has nothing to do with that. So I hope that makes sense. There's a disconnect. There could be a disconnect in communication. So I don't know if you ever saw, oh God, it was some video a long time ago where it was just like this woman thought that her husband was mad at her because he was just so quiet and zoning out. And the whole time he was just thinking about motorcycles. But it just goes to show like how different the masculine and feminine are, and how just like one type of energy can be totally misconstrued. So it's a miscommunication. So just make sure you guys are doing your check-ins, keeping your communication open. That way you guys can have a more stable foundation. But just so you know, we do have the Wheel of Fortune twice. So I feel like this is very good for you guys. As you know, this is about good luck being on your side, patterns, cycles, things going well, and things being in a way destined, if that's something that you believe in. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. And the Three of Pentacles is about working together, teamwork, remembering that if you guys are moving in together and you guys haven't lived together before, that doing simple things for each other, helping keep things going, keeping the flame alive, but also during that adjustment, understanding that each other needs space and learning each other's how each other lives, like learning how each other lives in their own space and like respecting that as well. And then trying to find a way to come together. So like, if you like to cook, maybe he does the dishes or whatever, just basically making it so that way you guys living together is a very stress-free environment. And that's what I love about tarot as well, is because it's like spirit kind of guides and tells you the things that could happen and what to look out for, and that way you can adjust, and then these things won't. So I guess that's something really important that spirit wants you to know, is that there's some kind of hiccup that could possibly happen here after a time of being like really infatuated with each other, really in love with each other, really like going through this flow of like romance and all this great stuff. There could be some kind of like rocky time. It is not detrimental to your relationship. It is not anything to be overly concerned about as far as, you guys not coming together, not lasting or anything like that. But it is just something that it will have to be worked through. So let me get you some channeled messages here. And I'm going to go ahead and close down my donation list. Thank you for everyone who has donated. Let's see. After Beautiful Love, we have Kevin and then Breezy. All right. And then everyone else, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to go ahead and stop my donations after Kevin and Breezy. So lists are now closed. I do have to get going. No, Breezy, I'm going to do yours. I'm just saying after you and Kevin. All right. Channeled messages from husband to Beautiful Love, please. Okay, so first off, he's telling you that I love you. Everything you feel for me is equally mirrored, equally reciprocated. You are beautiful. I think this is a really good message, is that he's wanting you to know that he's always trying for this relationship, that he's always fighting for this. That he loves you over and over and over and over and over again. That if there's a replay button on your love, he is constantly hitting it. For as long as you wish to keep me in your life, I will wish to keep you in my life. That is that mirrored affection. He's saying you're pretty much stuck with me. He appreciates your authenticity, and knows that maybe he may not always open up and explain to you everything that's going on with him or everything that's going on in his mind. You may not always understand it or maybe not always know it. But he can appreciate the fact that you always know what you want and what it is that you need and that you can express that, or at least that you know that. And he's hoping that you guys can continue to build those lines of communication with each other. I think that he's just always seeking more from you, from this. We have a key word, forgive. And it's saying, of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. It just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. So what it's saying is that as long as I forgive you, as long as you forgive me, we will always continue. This will always be you and me. You know what I mean? Our adventure will continue. Let me see if I can get a couple more messages for you here. Messages from hubby to beautiful love, please. I am healing. Sorry, there's a glare. My soul recognizes your soul. Very twin flamey here. Like there's a lot of mirroring going on. I have trouble fighting how I feel for you. Not that he needs to fight how he feels for you, but I think sometimes it becomes so overwhelming that he just can't keep it all inside. I still have hope for us. Keep in mind, I wrote these very generically. So this is more like I have hope for us. I have hope for our future. I have hope for our life together. I need you. I want you. You get under my skin. And I'm tired of fighting these urges. So looks like he definitely wants more of you in every way. As far as children, I typically don't do readings like this, but let's just see for fun what Spirit has to say. Spirit, when will they have children? When will they have children, please? When will beautiful love and her husband have children? Okay, we already have a card here. When will beautiful love and her husband have children? So this is after a big transformation. This is after a renewal, a rebirth of some sort. When will this happen? Spirit, when will this happen? When will this happen? So I'm not getting a lot of time cards, which is what I want from this. Let me try a different deck. I did see the Lovers, which is very good. Spirit, when will they have children? Spirit, when will they have children, please? When? All right, so there was one pentacle on the Lovers card, and I see one pentacle here. So that could be an indicator. Hold on. I'm thinking, and I want to revisit this, but a year. Because we had the Six of Swords, and that means quick. That means fast. The Judgment is the first card that came out, and as far as timelines go, that just basically means what the card means itself. That means after you guys have a huge rebirth, basically, of your connection with one another, like a renewal, a healing of the two of you, where you guys absolve everything of your past and you move forward. And then, like I said, we had the Six of Swords, and then we had the Lovers, which is making a lot of love and doing a lot of loving things. And so the Six of Swords indicate to me something happening very quickly, but I did not get like a solid timeline. But I was very drawn to the one pentacle on the Lovers card. So I was thinking, okay, that could mean 1 year. And then the Ace of Pentacles came out, and I'm noticing the one pentacle as well. So I'm thinking it could be 1 year. It could be something that comes fast, but I do want to revisit that and try again. Maybe the next time that I read for you, and see if anything similar comes out. All right, so Kevin is next. What is Kevin's question? Hey guys, I do have to get going. The donations were just any amount for a question. So if you like, Kevin, you can do one question. Since you did a fairly generous donation, I can just go pretty in depth with it. But I am just doing pretty much one question at a time. I was able to do Beautiful Love because we didn't have anyone else waiting. But if you want to go ahead and post, and then I think I have Breezy after that. And then I can hop off. Hey guys, hold on 1 second for me. I'm focused on so much right now, but just a general. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay. General for Kevin. General for Kevin.
You didn't order anything?
You have a lot of nervous energy, Kevin, I think. That could just be, I'm just feeling very, very nervous right now. You could do with some meditation. Oh my gosh. So we have hole in the soul and sadness. Like a pit in my stomach is kind of what I was feeling. There's a lot of deep emotions going on here. Almost like you're not a full person. So we do have healing. We have help from above. And we have courage coming through. We also have love coming through. You may have an admirer as well. I know that's not what you specifically were looking for or anything. You were looking for a general reading. But I still feel like that pit in my stomach. I don't know what this is from, but I'm kind of getting the sense that you generally are kind of feeling, when it's not a sadness or a grief or a depression of some sort, it's almost like an apathy. It's a boredom. It's a disinterest for everything around you. Maybe things just don't seem as bright or beautiful. Spirit's directing me to a craft. Do you do anything that is creative of some sort? Because there's something here about working towards something that you can be proud of, something that can make you feel more confident within yourself, something that you can get creative with, or it can even be a job, it can be a career path, but something that will make you feel better about yourself. So I think Spirit's trying to guide to work towards that. That's something that's illuminating to me right now, and I'm really, really honing in on that card. But I do feel like there is someone who's watching you in the love department, someone who has their eye on you. But I also feel like, generally speaking, it's just saying that you are loved, that you are cared about, that there are people that do love you and want the best for you. And it's humans in this life, but it's also your spiritual team with the help above card here. I feel like you do have a lot of good days, but then there's also like certain days where maybe they aren't so great, or maybe you just feel like what is that, impending doom kind of feeling, and you don't know why. Like, I cannot get rid of this pit in my stomach feeling. I don't know what is going on in this reading, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. It's a little bit going away, but I think that two things Spirit's wanting me to say you would do well with is because you could have a dissociating type of personality where you try to break free from your reality a little bit by like daydreaming and thinking. And that's kind of like a coping mechanism, which, you know, a lot of people do, and I totally understand. But what Spirit is saying, what would be more healthy if that is your type of personality, is actually going somewhere and escaping in a physical reality. So go somewhere that is like on a hike, or go for a walk. Go, if you have the money or the abilities, go on some kind of getaway or vacation, even if it's just for yourself. Or if you want to escape mentally, escape into your craft, into your creativity. There's a lot of healthy ways to do that, and that way you're not spiraling. I understand disassociating. I've done it myself. I understand like the alluring, like in the magnetism to do something like that, but at the same time it's not productive. So what Spirit's saying is like, do things that are actually going to benefit you in ways that are going to make things better for you, because once you come back to reality, nothing has changed. So that's kind of where we're going with this. I feel like you need some grounding techniques. You need things that are going to get you less out of your head and more into the physical reality, and that's what's going to make you feel better about things just in general, make you feel more confident in general. And with that, things will start coming your way more freely. Things will start flowing a little bit better. I know it's hard because you just start doing it, right? It's just like this natural thing, especially if it's a coping mechanism that you're used to. You just go to it naturally. It's just like getting in bed underneath the covers and binge eating, like, you know, or binge watching TV, or, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a coping mechanism. It's like when kids suck their thumb or pacify themselves in a certain way by like chewing on their shirt or a blanket or something. It's like it's the adult version of pacifying yourself. So Spirit is trying to urge you and guide you in a way to do more things that are grounding, more healthy, and have other outlets that aren't so inhibiting, and then also that actually produce something for you. You know, going on a hike can actually give you endorphins. You can actually get some exercise out of it. Being creative, you might actually find that there's something that you like to do, which could actually produce maybe a stream of income for you, or, these are just ideas, but it's like, that's kind of where I'm going. So yeah. So that is what I have. Spirit just wants you to know that there's a lot of untapped potential within you. I just cut the deck and I saw Magician and Empress. So, you have a lot of magic within you. There's a lot of things that have yet to bloom, and go towards that. That's kind of what they want you to know. And it's okay to fall out of your routines, and it's okay to forgive yourself, but don't let a setback like that happen. Just observe it, understand that it happened, and then move forward. Like, it's just like if you're trying to eat healthy or change, the way that you're eating, lifestyle, whatever, you have a setback, it's fine, but get back on it. Don't let one setback happen and then say, okay, well, it's ruined for the rest of my life. No, just get back on. You're welcome. Hey, Breezy, what's your question? You can be so dramatic. Hey, at least you know that about yourself, right? At least you're self-aware enough to know, and that's growth. Thank you so much for your donation, Kevin, and it was nice seeing you again. Hey, Breezy, are you here? Yes, Breezy donated. And then I will be signing off. Hello, welcome. I am finishing up for the evening, but happy to see you guys here. And if you want to subscribe and come back, I would be happy to do a reading for you next time. Breezy, Breezy, where'd you go? Hey, Gloria. I'm finishing up for the night. How are you doing? No, not tonight. I had Luna Moon here for a little bit, but she left because I'm doing donations only, so it's not as busy. And Queen hopped in for a little bit, but because Luna Moon was in here, we didn't need 2 mods. But I'm actually have one last person that donated. It's Breezy. She's been waiting since like 6:30. But unfortunately, if she doesn't come in soon, I'm going to have to refund her because I have to get going. And I feel bad because she's been waiting for a while. I'm sorry that you didn't get notifications. I don't know when I'm going to be back. I'm hoping to be back on Saturday. The reason I came on tonight instead of tomorrow is because I have an appointment after work, and then Friday night I'm going to my sister's, so I might be back on Saturday. Maybe. Oh no, Gloria, you've already tried that, right? You've already tried unsubscribing and then subscribing again, I believe you said. It's weird too because I have another channel that's not tarot. It's just like a regular just me channel, and I always get notifications because I follow myself. It's just so bizarre that you don't get notifications anymore. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and reimburse Breezy because she hasn't come back. And I have to get going. But you guys have a great night. Hey, Gloria, if you see Breezy in another chat, just let her know I refunded her money. And I'm sorry she had to wait. All right, girl. Well, you have a great night, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye.